Hey YouTube, this is Rack City. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Code Geass, episode 19.
Zero is at gunpoint.
Oh yeah.
And then
Rain of bullets.
of death.
Mm-hmm.
And brother is here
Right.
with his
Avalon.
Avalon. What decision was Suzaku made? I think it's pretty clear.
I think Lelouch was trying to Geass him at the last minute there. I don't know if it worked because he opened the thing and he was saying something to him, but he didn't say like a Geass thing or and his eye didn't do a thing.
Well, we saw some red orbs show up, and then we saw Cece's face. Remember?
Right, we saw all of that going on. There's a lot going on at the end there, so I think it's just to show us that maybe
Everybody died.
or maybe like everybody's doing something at the same time, so maybe Lelouch won't get a chance to Geass him. But Suzaku reacted. He was like when he saw him eyes.
So I guess we'll have to figure out what that was. Yeah. But guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and check out the Patreon in the description if you guys want to see it next week, a week early, or if you guys just want to see the uncut version of our reactions. Remember to stick around for discussion.
Oh, what?
They got blown to high heaven.
Don't remember anything. But there is Zero. What? But
Island bonding trip between Zero and Suzaku.
Oh, is that
and
Callan?
Callan too, I guess.
Why did you start to bathing? Oh,
Yeah.
He's better than you, I guess.
Of course he is. Then you're under arrest.
Everybody's here. What? Who's the? Oh, he tied her up.
Nobody knows.
What?
What? How'd she know? What? But how'd she know though? She's like the
just smart.
stupidest one.
She's naive.
she?
She's not stupid.
Crew me.
It is Schneisel.
That guy. Nobody helped her. And now they're in love.
she deserve it. So they don't even know where he is.
Yeah.
She naked too now?
But why though? It would probably
Why?
be heavy and she'd be wet.
Oh.
Maybe.
With a passion.
Just ignore that question. He can barely manage. While
just
he's catching
catching it.
fish.
You kind of tied her up.
Wow.
Dude, don't forget you're weak.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently not for Royal Prince either.
The system is perfect.
Just laughing at her. Oh, they're getting close. Oh no.
Shut up.
I guess she's under him. Oh no. Oh no.
Be careful. Good job, Oogie.
Mediating. Who is she talking
He
to?
is talking to somebody. It might be the brother.
Oh, she found food and he failed. And while they're stuffed.
Oh, he's accepting it now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
昔みんなで見上げたあの星空とあの頃のままでいられたらどんなに良かったでしょう。戻れないのですか。クロビスはこういうことに向いていたんだな。
What is it?
What? Excelled at what sort of thing?
Here comes the sun. How are we gonna save Galen? Thought elevator.
Thought elevator.
Paranormal. Cecile knows?
Because I've got a crush on him.
Oh, no. Oh no, you can't fight him.
What is this pattern that you're in right now? What is that? You're gonna get into thought elevator.
Fight me.
Fight me! That's what it looked like.
Oh.
Oh. What?
Sorry.
Who's that? Everybody's coming to meet?
No.
Ouchie. What was that?
No.
Oh, he saw something. Ooh, he saw something. Is he in the thought elevator?
Maybe he's seeing
He's
something.
thinking too hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. What? Stop taking your helmet off.
No.
Oh, he
We fly away. Okay.
crazy
He's so
laugh.
happy.
Oh my.
What?
What? What did he do?
Because he
T-posing.
survived? He's T-posing, yeah.
Oh, so he did use it on him.
Live.
Oh.
Oh no.
I have to live. Nice. Yeah.
ゼロを始末する千載一遇のチャンスを自分の命を惜しんで不意にした抗弁する気があるかね本当に自分がこれ以上はない命令違反だ
Wow. Oh dear.
九州ブロックの関門大橋が破壊されました何他4カ所でビクがさらに限界の中に強襲揚陸艇が
Oh, there's an attack coming.
Oh.
中華連邦かしかし先生布告はいえそれらの艇体には
Japan.
Japan. As it turns bright.
What's happening? What's happening? Discussion. So we got we didn't get teleported to.
How did they
I
get
don't
there?
understand what happened.
Because Kallen was there. Kallen, Yuffie, Suzaku, and Lelouch. Kallen was on the floor. I can understand Suzaku and Lelouch ending up on the island because he had to live.
Mm-hmm.
But how did Kallen and Yuffie end up there? And I didn't see when Yuffie like joined them.
Yeah.
She had made it just as the bombardment started.
Yeah. And what's his name? When Cece was talking to whoever that was, who I'm kind of suspecting it's Clovis, when she was talking to whoever in her head, she said, "Oh, you sent Kallen and Yuffie there as well."
Yeah, so it means that somebody else did the teleportation.
Yeah.
If question, if it is Clovis she's talking to, why would Clovis send Yuffie there?
I don't know. Maybe he's on Zero's side.
Maybe it was it was to save the people in the middle, and all the people were Kallen. You're laughing and trying to hold it back.
No, I was thinking of something stupid.
No, no, no,
Because
no.
I'm thinking that, imagine he just died and like, you know what? He has some good points. Swap side.
Okay, so yeah, the people in the middle were saved. Everyone in the middle was Suzaku, Lelouch, Yuffie apparently, and Kallen. So they were being saved by being teleported away from, which was actually fireballs. I thought it was something else. I didn't think it was actually trying to kill him.
Hadrian Cannon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually have no idea what happened, and I don't remember what the explanation was. So I'm confused as well. But I'm sure we'll get into that.
Complete confusion.
So also, I just wanted to point out something that happened like last episode. So yeah, Schneisel. Schneisel was the other name of the group of people that is believed to have been involved in Mother's murder.
Yeah. So it was Cornelia, Schneisel, and Clovis.
I didn't want to say it was Schneisel, even though it technically shouldn't have been a spoiler. I just thought that maybe since you forgot, it'd be a nice reveal.
And then we're on the island, and somehow Yuffie immediately knows that it's Lelouch.
Yeah, she says she figured it out from the hotel incident, which makes sense because he was saying it was somebody she knew them, or sorry, he was saying he knew them. He was basically telling her that I am from their past or something like that. He gave a hint that he knew the royal family.
Oh, okay.
He was giving a hint somehow. I can't remember exactly what he said. So I think she put two and two together. It's like,
Lelouch went missing so and so ago. About that height, that pretentious.
That pretentious, yes. Lelouch's reaction was nice, though. He just immediately went to brother mode.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Totally chilled.
Yeah, which is what the question Yuffie had was like, are you Zero or are you Lelouch? Like, which one's the real you?
Which
Are you
one?
Batman or Bruce Wayne?
Basically. And then Cecile meets Schneisel and they fall in love. She literally falls for him. And then he picks her back up. And now they're getting married. No.
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's very smooth. Yes, he is a prince.
I mean, he did
Raised
literally
well.
nothing other than, oh, you've fallen here, let me help you. See you
That's
later.
all it takes for
Yes.
the royalty, man.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man.
And sorry, apparently this is a jump forward, but the whole thought elevator thing, apparently Cecile knows more about it than Lloyd.
It's like he said he doesn't know much about archaeology, so it's an ancient technology.
Ancient technology. So whatever that kind of direction is Cecile's knowledge.
And it seems that the Empire is taking the world over just to get to these things.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe every time we've been seeing the king guy, the mean one, he's been in this thought elevator place. Like, because he's always in this ethereal
they
looking
did,
thing.
They did say so. When the guy came to meet the emperor when he was in the place, the last time we saw him, he said, "Oh, why are you in the thought elevator?" or something like that. He said something like that. I don't remember.
So, but interestingly, they said this thought elevator was the only one they didn't they didn't
get under imperial control.
Right. And so what does that mean? Because they own Japan.
Yeah.
So shouldn't they have this under imperial
Well, they're here
control?
now.
Oh,
I think
that's the
implying
point.
like they had never gotten there yet. Like this is the first time they're checking it out and scoping out the situation.
But they said something about Clovis's hand in it, like
I remember.
Yeah, it seemed like Clovis was scoping this place out.
yeah, but never. But maybe he found it and didn't say anything.
Maybe that's why what's his name, Emperor Dad dude, keeps talking to Clovis. Maybe Clovis is that's what I said in the beginning. It steals your consciousness. So he's just in the thought elevator now that he's dead.
Well, we also do remember. You also should remember that Bartley was working on things for Clovis in secret. Remember?
Yeah.
That whole CC thing was his project.
Right. Speaking of Cece, or speaking of this whole Cece's thing, when they were going down, it was a Geass symbol.
Symbol, yeah.
Yeah, and it activated what's his name's Lelouch's.
His eye.
Yeah.
We also saw a brief flash of somebody.
Oh yeah. There was like a bottom of somebody's head. It looked like long blonde hair.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a young Clovis, because he was blonde. He was wearing royal attire, or as a young emperor. You know, before he was gruff and annoying.
And Suzaku got entranced.
Yeah,
for a while.
I don't know what he saw. What did he see?
Interesting.
And then he got arrested when he came down.
Yeah, so he's in trouble for something he cannot explain. So this should be the third instance.
Yeah.
Where
So maybe
Zero
they'll start
is
to
involved, and well, actually, they don't know about
they
knows
don't.
about hers.
Yeah, she's still out and lost.
Well, actually, maybe they do, but it was kind of rushed off because she lost her whole nightmare.
Yeah, she said she never said anything.
Yeah, she kept it to herself. The only person she told was Jeremiah,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeremiah was too kind of gone to report it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she could cover that up, but all right.
Yeah, because
that was why she was demoted, was because she
lost her nightmare.
But I'm just assuming that somebody would have known that, hey, she lost her nightmare in the middle of a battle, which sounds crazy.
Which is also around the time that this whole Zero thing started.
Yeah. It's like now you've got 3 super high tier elite people randomly doing something incredibly stupid. Like, they wouldn't do that. So
Yeah. And I wonder how many of the royals, like we know Clovis knows about the thought elevator, but how many others know about this kind of thing? Like, is it all of the more important ones like Schneisel, Cornelia, Clovis, and Yuffie obviously doesn't know about it because she was as surprised as everyone else coming down in that area.
Yeah.
And they kind of keep her in the dark in general.
Yeah, so the guy was, one general was like, why can't she just be the figurehead, something like she should be?
Yeah, the sub-vice Roy. Like she's
Figurehead,
supposed
sub-vice Roy.
Figurehead, yeah. They don't want her to do things. They want her to just stand there. And that's what Callan was throwing at her, saying, you be your puppet princess.
Yeah. You don't do anything. I have enough to be hurtful.
Yeah, and what's his name? I forgot to mention. Lelouch played his hand. He can't Geass Suzaku
Anymore. Yeah, and I was thinking like that was an interesting thing to use it on. I guess it was the only thing he could think of at that moment was
just like live.
Yeah, and he knows that he's like agile enough to make it happen.
Yeah. It would secure both their lives.
Yeah.
Because he has to close his to stay alive, and that gives him an opportunity to close his.
But how did they just get stranded though?
The teleportation guy.
That's stranding.
Cece's friend.
Cece's friend, okay. Cece's friend, teleportation guy. Maybe, what's his name? Clovis also had a Geass.
Interesting theory.
Why are you stuck on it being Clovis?
Because Clovis has something to do with this.
We know Clovis' consciousness is still existing somewhere.
Yeah, and he had something to do with the thought elevator. He was doing stuff in secret.
Yeah, but I don't think he's the one that Cece would be talking to.
He's 100% is, because he's the first person Lelouch killed, and he's probably he's gonna be the first person Lelouch regrets killing, because he was like, "Oh, you probably would have helped me, bro."
Maybe.
Something interesting that came up. Cornelia looked up to Marianne,
Right.
Lady
Lelouch's mom.
Marianne.
Yeah.
but she's supposedly a part of the assassination.
Yeah.
But Yuffie, someone who we know she's very close to, she cares about Yuffie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yuffie says that she's been looking into it, investigating.
And I remember a conversation between Yuffie and Cornelia where Cornelia was like, we need to make it up to them or something like that. Like, she was very sad thinking about it and talking about it.
She was sad about Lelouch and Nunnally because they thought they were dead.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do something in honor of them. I forget what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it does lean to the fact that they're probably not, or at least Cornelia is probably not involved. So Clovis threw word.
Wait, what?
No, he didn't say. He didn't. He just said that they were involved. He didn't say that they.
Yeah, but what if? How would they be involved except that they knew and sanctioned?
Or Close was an idiot.
What?
Or Clovis
was an idiot.
Yeah.
Or maybe what's his name? Cornelia was like Yuffie, where she's kind of ditzy. So maybe she unknowingly had a hand in it. It's like, hey, can you give me the keys to this giant machine gun? I just want to test it out. I just want to see the inside. I'm not turning it on. Can I have the keys though?
Oh, speaking of giant machines with keys, he stole that prototype.
Yeah. And they've got people who can work on
We
it.
got one people.
One
who can
people.
work on it.
Well, yeah, but that's big because
Yeah.
that's an amazing machine. I don't know if the girl Rakshada knows enough about the technology that might be in it because it seems to be kind of special.
Well, she made a theoretical disruptor device, so she can probably
Figure
on
it out.
this.
Yeah.
She has extensive knowledge on nightmares. So
Yeah.
she should be able to reverse it. Something like that.
Oh yeah, Japan is attacking. I think it was. I didn't catch the shape of the place.
That was please tell me I get this right. Kyushu. I think that's the island of Kyushu.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it a Japanese island or was
Yeah.
it the place that Cornelia was attacking before, like in the Middle East?
I think that's the southernmost Japanese island.
Mm.
Because there's the big island, and then there's just the island to the north, and a small island off to the south, and then a small island off to the southwest. And I think that's the one that they're attacking. And from the direction that they're coming from, they're either coming from Korea or the Chinese Federation, which is why they guess the Chinese Federation.
Right. But it turns out they're wearing Japanese flags.
Yeah.
And remember, one of the generals that Lelouch suicided, the one where he shot with the torpedoes and stuff, he was specifically going to the Chinese Federation with a lot of bribe money. Remember, to get out of there?
Yeah.
So maybe there was something boiling in China that he knew about.
Maybe they had people there. And because
It would
China
make
is
sense.
against Britannia.
Yeah.
So
One of the three superpowers.
Yeah, so they were probably working closely with the Japanese.
All right, so I think that's it then. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and check out the Patreon in the description. If you guys want to see the next episode a whole week early, or you want to see the uncut reactions, you have to bring your own source material, but you get to see the whole thing. So thank you, and we'll see you guys next time React City. Goodbye.
Bye!
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons, Washington, Andrew, Suriyu, Robin, Lai, and Andreas.